For day 2, there are 3 operations. One of them is concerned with the x coordinate and the other 2 are concerned with the y coordinates. So if it's forward x, which means if we take x coordinate and y coordinate, we initialize them to 0 and 0 respectively. And if it's forward x, then we add x to our x coordinate. And if it's down x, it means down or up both change the y coordinate. If it's down x, means the depth is increasing. So the y coordinate would, x would get added to the y coordinate, and if it's up x, it means the depth is decreasing. So the y coordinate would decrease actually. So just coding it, that would, okay, just, yep. So if this is the course, like the path basically which we have to take, I have stored my input in the same folder in a file called input. So I'm just reading it from the file. Since we won't change anything, so we are just like reading, not appending or anything. So for now, for every step, for every operation, which I am calling course, so for every course in courses, if the first of the courses is a F, it can only be a forward, like the course can only be forward X. So that would be if that would mean that x coordinate plus equal to int course minus 1. Minus 1 would take the last element, which is the x for each course. Then otherwise I would int course minus 1 if course 0 is equal to, if it's down, then we will add it. Okay, if the operation is down x, then we will add it. Otherwise we will subtract it, which is basically just adding the negative value of x. Print x coordinate into y coordinate. Yep, looks good. Yeah, so I did this before, so yeah. And for the second part, it would be, we just have, there's a third variable called aim. So beside x and y coordinate, we also take a variable called aim, and we initialize everything to 0. And if it's down x, then our aim is increased by x units, and if it's up x, our aim is decreased by x units. So instead of y coordinate, we would put aim on here, and forward x does two things. It increases your horizontal position by x units, increases my horizontal position by x units, and it increases your depth, which means it increases the y coordinate by my aim multiplied by int course minus 1. Okay, so now if you run it, this will be the answer for my input.